So this is me talking about the Metaspeed Sky Paris. But yeah, it was only right. Your boy had to come. Your boy had to fly out to Paris. I mean, I was already gonna be in Paris anyway for the marathon, so this happens just to work out. But today we're here to talk about this joint right here. You know who? Listen, have you ran your miles today? What marathons you got coming up? Have you had your good beverage? I've been drinking a lot of water since it is the marathon coming up. My first impressions of this shoe, I did about 70 miles in this joint. As you can see, I'm here in Paris. I thought what better way to talk about this joint than in Paris. When I first put this joint on, I was like, oh, all right. We got something close to another glass slipper. They're not competing with Nike, but it's like a one-off, right? So it's like, if Nike still won, they probably somewhere 2 or 3, either with Adidas or behind Adidas. But I'm not gonna lie. That was like my initial thoughts. Like, all right, something close, really good overall round shoe. I don't know if it's really a race shoe. I do like it that fast. I do go faster in it, so it does check all of those boxes. As I started to spend more time with this joint, I think honestly, I might be giving Nike a run for their money. Like, I'm like, damn. I started asking myself, like, should I have run the Paris Marathon in this? Probably should have ran the Paris Marathon in this. I probably would have did better against them hills. But the outsole is very good. Yo, I think the thing that really steals me on this shoe is the midsole. It's super soft, especially if you're taking them longer strides. Super responsive, and the upper is super light. The outsole holding up pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Usual bandits. ASICS shoes usually treat me very well. I'm not gonna lie. These are grippy. I took them out on a trail. So this, where I'm staying, is by the Arc, which is by the start of the marathon. And I took them to this park that's like probably a mile away. So I'm running on the trails, and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't slipping around. It was rainy. I'm on the concrete. These joints feel really good.
Sidebar. This trails, whatever this is in Paris right now, I ain't gonna hold you. This is fire. You know what? Come on. See what we doing out here? I'm the flyest review when it comes to this. Who else from New York shooting a shoe review in Paris because the shoe named Paris? Let's go. You dig? Yo, ASICS, holla at me if you want some real content, some real films.
I promise you, I'm not gassing it. These shoes are really like that. In terms of the midsole, you know what I'm saying? Talking about the midsole, it got that F Turbo Plus. It got that bounce. If you like the Nova Blast, I mean, we're not even talking about the Nova Blast. If you like the Super Blast, you're gonna like these. If you had, I didn't have the Metaspeed Sky Plus prior to this, so I couldn't tell you about that, but I had the Meta Racer Tokyo, and I loved them joints, so I got nothing. Listen, this midsole, it reminds me a lot of Adidas midsole, but a little bit more pop. And for the upper, yo, listen, this is an upper. This upper is so soft, it doesn't feel like there's anything on your foot. The laces, the lockdown is very minimal. The tongue is the same tongue that's on the Adidas shoe. Nike shoe don't have this. Nike tongue is different, but this is the same tongue from the Adidas shoe. I think New Balance uses the same type of material tongue, standard material. This joint overall though is soft, and
the new Metaspeed Sky Paris and the Metaspeed Edge Paris have been improved in 3 key aspects from their predecessor. Firstly, both shoes have been lightened by approximately 22 grams. That's light. This significant reduction in weight gives the shoe a weightless feel, providing runners with a light and springy feeling on race day. This has been achieved in part due to a combination of the new Motion Wrap Upper 2.0, which has made the shoe's upper lighter as well as approximately 8% more breathable, and the addition of an FF Turbo Plus midsole foam. Both shoes are fitted with the FF Turbo Plus midsole, which makes the shoe lighter, bouncier, softer. Another notable improvement is widening of the full-length carbon fiber plate.
another thing is this joint is cheaper than the Alpha Fly and probably more accessible than the Alpha Fly, so that's an easy win for me. But yo, y'all know I'm not an ASICS stan. I'm not 100% on any shoe brand, but there is a new king of the hill out there, and this one honestly makes me realized that I need to try the Metaspeed Edge Paris as well, because that's supposed to be more for hill strikers. This one's supposed to be more for forefoot strikers. But I want to talk about a recovery run that I had after the marathon. I'm in there, my legs is really sore. My first joint is like 9 minutes. My second joint is like probably like 8:50. But then once I stopped, I got to mile 3 and my legs stopped being a factor. And I hit speeds as fast as 7:10 in this joint because I started taking longer strides. And ASICS really is in line when they saying like, yo, this is really the longest stride one. I think I do like the colorway, but it's like ASICS is having a hell of a year right now. Nova Blast 4, everybody's saying I gotta try that out. I'm gonna try that soon. The Super Blast 2 probably is on the way. But this joint right here, and it could be the fact that it's just really great in Paris. I don't know. Like, it could be the fact that I'm in Paris and it's got me like hype about this joint, but you take those longer strides, running just becomes so easy. And when I first put the Alpha Flyer on, they were magic, but I hadn't tried another shoe in a while. And the last shoe I tried was the Adidas Pro 3. And the one thing I liked about the Adidas Pro 3 was the eyelid, around the eyelid right here, it had super bad rubbing, but they killed this upper. So to be able to put this shoe on in comparison to the Alpha Fly, I think that they knocked this out the park, yo. I ain't gonna lie, highly recommend. One of Teo's new favorite. I'm gonna probably run NYC in this shoe. And if not NYC, I'm gonna run California International Marathon in this shoe. Where I think this really kills it is I think that this shoe is somewhere in between the Alpha and the Vapor, which makes it the perfect shoe. Like, the Vapor to me is a great speed workout shoe, and then the Alpha to me is a great long distance marathon shoe, and this one somehow combines both of those things. The midsole on this feels phenomenal. I think where they really killed it is the upper. Like I said, I'm really in love with the upper. As usual, free thinkers, if you tried this shoe, let me know what are your thoughts on it, how you feel. Did you have your tea today? How many miles did you run today? Today I'm actually not running any miles. Yesterday was a recovery run of 3 miles after that long marathon, and in 3:40 I did get the medal, and I did finish. So what are your thoughts on the shoe? How you feeling about the ASICS Metaspeed Sky? I also think it's one of the better looking race day shoes. I really like this colorway. I rock these. I wear these on a regular day. I wear them. You know the grocery shopping flow. So, all right, y'all holla at me in the comments, you know. Teo out, enjoy Paris.